All right, so this morning we're going to be making an orzo with spinach and chicken. Now this recipe it also has feta cheese. Now this recipe doesn't usually have chicken in it, but I'm going to add chicken for added protein. And what we have here, we have some garlic, salt, chicken broth, orzo, about 1.25 cups. The recipe is in the description, by the way. I have some olive oil. I got some butter. I'm going to make this in my 5.5 quart pan. On this side, I have some scallions or green onions ready to go. I got some parsley. I got some spinach, and I got my chicken, which I'm going to be cubing up. As always, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat our pan on medium heat, about 6. It's a lot of onions, but they're good. It's going to be a really nice, rich plate of food. I'm going to get my chicken ready. And this is just chicken tenderloins. Cube them up in about 1/2 inch chunks. All right, so my chicken is cubed up. And we should always clean as we go. It's important that we do that. Check on our pan. There we go. So we're going to add some oil to the pan and make sure it all gets covered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my chicken. And just let it be. Just let it be for a couple minutes. All right, so my... seriously? All right, so my chicken has been searing for a few minutes now. You want it to be mostly cooked. I'm gonna take it out when it's about 90% done. And you're gonna be left with this stuff on the pan. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some butter. Just gonna wait a little bit for it to fully melt. So I got my parsley, I got my green onions here, and I'm just gonna throw that in the pan. This is going to come together quickly at this point. I'm also going to grab the baby spinach, and I'm just going to throw it all in there. Now baby spinach looks like a lot of spinach, and that's because there's a lot of spinach, but it reduces to almost nothing once it cooks. So I'm going to grab about half of this other container here. Oh gosh, I wish you could smell this. It smells amazing. All right, so what you're trying to do here is you're trying to reduce this a little bit or the spinach to kind of calm down a little bit. You see how it's starting to, once it starts to cook, it just reduces in size significantly. You know what? I forgot to add my garlic, but I'm going to do that now. I love garlic. We all love garlic in this house. We cook with a lot of it. It's really good for you. I'm going to grab a pinch of salt. Coarse salt, just a little bit, not much. Not that much. And you got to be careful with salting things, especially if you're using chicken stock. You should always use the low sodium or non-salted chicken stock. So once your veggies are looking like this, we're going to go ahead and add about 1.5 cups of chicken stock. I'm actually going to bring up my heat just a little bit. It's at 6 right now. I'm going to do an 8 just because I want this to get to a simmer very quickly. All right, we're going to wait for it to get to a simmer here in about 30 seconds, and about 1.5 minutes later, and my concoction here is simmering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my orzo. This is about 1.25 cups of orzo. We go ahead and add it. Orzo is one of those things that it's like eating rice, but it just absorbs all the flavor, right? Like I feel like it absorbs more of the flavor than rice does. Because it's pasta, right? And pasta just absorbs whatever you're cooking it in. I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna get my heat to about a 5. And then we're gonna go ahead and let it simmer for about 10, 15 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 13 minutes.
Good morning, Padre. 13 minutes, starting now.
And when this is about halfway there, which this is, I'm gonna add my chicken back, which is about 90% cooked, and it's gonna finish cooking with the rest of the stuff. So just stir it in. It's got about another 5-6 more minutes to go. All right, so it's been about 13 minutes or so, and this has been cooking really nicely, and it looks amazing. I wish you could smell this. So you got your chicken, you got your herbs, you got your spinach, and the last finishing touch is some good old feta cheese. And I'm just gonna sprinkle this all over here, like so. And this is because it's still really hot, it's probably gonna melt some. And oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. I'm also gonna grab some of this freshly chopped parsley, and I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle it all over the dish. Look at that, doesn't that look beautiful? I mean, that looks amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab, I just wanna try it because this is basically dinner for tonight. Let me grab just a little bit, and we're gonna try it. If you don't add the chicken, this is still pretty good because you still get protein from the feta, and you get a ton of vitamins and things from everything else. You guys, you have to make this. You gotta make this. This is amazing.